Let's see who can be overly dramatic the best. I'm Jackie.
I am Iron Man. I'm Justin.
Sung Blue. Whales. I'm Sam, and this is Aquaman 2, The Lost Kingdom, not Aquaman 2 Moving with Porpoise, which should have been the name, on Stinker Madness.
Hello and welcome to Stinker Madness, a podcast about bad movies for bad movie lovers by bad movie lovers. I'm your host Justin. With me are always Sam and Jackie. This week on the show, it is, as Sam said, Aquaman: The Lost Kingdom, currently streaming on Netflix, starring, you know who is starring in it, from 2023. This is a few years back. What year was Madam Web? Is that 2024?
I think so.
Was Morbius 2023?
Maybe that was 2022.
It might have been 22. So if it is, that is a 3-year churn of like some of the worst. Well, I mean, not some of them. Obviously, Morbius and Madam Web are considered the worst. But if you rewind,
Wonder Woman 84 can be lumped
was
in there.
too. But I think that was like 2020. I think there's a window there. But if you
they pushed. I read that they pushed both this and Wonder Woman 2 years out because their claim was that they wanted all of the visual effects studios were under severe stress with all of the streaming stuff that was happening. Mm-hmm. So they just pushed so they could have more time for the VFX. But really they wanted more butts and seats. That makes more sense to me.
So are you arguing that Wonder Woman was in 2020? What's your argument? I
feel like it was 2022 at least.
Okay, all right. Then let me get to my point here. If that's the case, this window of bad comic book superhero movies would easily rival the Daredevil, Elektra, Catwoman run of 2001 to 2004.
I was wrong. It was 2020 on 84.
Yeah, see, that's what I said. So that's pretty bad. I mean, that's 2 years of two groups of 3 years where the movies are just get awful and kill an entire industry. And that's, I'm still wondering if this industry is dead. Now, mind you, the Superman was fucking great. It was fucking great.
Well,
so I don't know.
Guardians 3 happened right about the same time as this one. That was fucking great.
I think Guardians 3 was just a couple years ago, actually, which would be 2023. God damn it. I don't know what year it is. Who am I? How did I get here?
Who am I?
I guess. But, it's a bad time. It's a bad time for comic book movies. It's not looking good because I don't even know where things stand. Is Jason Momoa's Aquaman still part of the DCU?
No.
Is there a DCU or is it just a James Gunn U?
So DCU is the James Gunn U.
It's James Gunn U.
This was the DC EU, which is the Snyderverse.
Okay.
And this is the 15th and final film of the DC EU. There was 15 of these.
Okay.
I can name this one and the first Aquaman. The 3 Superman, Dawn of Justice, and
the Wonder Womans.
Well, hold on. There was 3 with the Super. So you got Superman or Man of Steel, Dawn of Justice, and Justice League. So that's 5. 2 Wonder Womans is 6 and 7.
Batman versus Superman.
That was Dawn of Justice.
Oh,
I named that. That was one of the 3.
Okay.
Then you've got the Shazams. There's 2 of those that I forgot about.
Right. Yeah,
that's getting you up to 9.
What about the Flash movie? Does that count?
Flash movie is 10. Then I guess you're going to count both of the Suicide Squads to get to 12.
Okay.
Birds of Prey Suicide Squad spinoff to get to 13.
I thought
What are the other 2?
Would you consider... Oh, no, that's just the Jared Leto Joker's part of that group, too.
It's not, and neither is the Batman with Pattinson because they have not confirmed that it's outside of just Batman business. So
Jared-
maybe you
Jared
count
Leto
those
Joker
two.
has to be because you said Suicide Squad, and that's what that.
The Jared Leto Joker counts, but not
What's
the. Well, I thought you were talking about Joaquin Phoenix's Joker.
No. That's the Joaquin you.
Joaquin Yu and
Also,
the Matt Reeves.
Great Mexican restaurant in downtown LA, the Joaquin you.
So maybe Matt Reeves is counted in there, the Batman with Pattinson. I'm
No, I
still
don't think
missing
so.
one.
I think the Batman.
Then we're missing two.
I think the Batman, but Matt Reeves thing is part of the James Gunn you
Yeah,
with the Penguin.
but it's not.
I don't know, man. I think he's part of the I know the Penguin's part of the. Okay, this is insanely boring and
Sure.
far too detailed. So let's move on.
Well, anyway, the DCEU EU extended universe is on shaky ground after Dawn of Justice somehow, because it wasn't $1 billion, it was only 800 and some odd million, right?
I'll tell you why. Because
and
it
did
dumb.
get like it has a 28% on Rotten Tomatoes.
It sucks. That's
If
why.
you watch the extended one, it's much better, but no one will ever get past Jesse Eisenberg as
It sucks.
Lex Luthor. It was apparently unforgivable. Whatever. So the whole thing is crumbling, and out of nowhere, Aquaman makes a shitload of cash. We went to the theater. The three of us went to the theater and
did.
saw this, and we're like,
Yeah, we did.
Aquaman wasn't that bad.
Hey, that was kind of
Because
fun.
That was kind of fun. It wasn't like, hey, Aquaman, now there's what you could really fucking put your flagpole in that thing. It was just like, wow, that's not crap.
Yeah.
That was as good as they had done, was this, which wasn't crap. Because I'm still on the fence with the first Wonder Woman. It's like, it's okay, I guess. It's okay, I guess. It's not very good. I wouldn't watch it again.
Okay.
Maybe one day I'll watch Aquaman 1 again. I'm not sure. But either way, it's a big hit. And like right off of, before they're even releasing it, Momoa's like, I'm in on this Aquaman shit. I love it. So him and his production partner do a 50-page treatment that some of it makes it into this movie, but he was ready to go the second that, before it even hits the theaters. Once it hits the theaters and it cashes in, Warner Brothers is like, yeah, we'll buy that from you. We'll raise your contract, da-da-da-da-da. We're going to bring James Wan back in. James Wan's like, oh, we should, the Seven Kingdoms could be its own mini extended universe inside the DCEU. And he's like, this is going to be as big as Star Wars.
Oh my god.
And fucking
these guys are so up their own
Lord
asses.
of the Rings. It's going to be as big as Harry Potter. Those are the three comparisons
They're
he made.
so up
But then
their
he's
own
like,
ass.
what we should do first is I should James Wan out and just like completely ignore this gold strike that I've hit and make a horror movie instead.
Right.
And so he tries to push for this movie, The Trench, that's just an underwater horror movie that's set inside of the Seven Kingdoms universe. It involves none of the other characters. And it's like, okay, well, maybe that would work. He ends up doing Malignant, which doesn't make its money back in the theater run, which is rare for one of his schlocky horror movies. Mm-hmm. And so they kind of like, well, we're just going to take a breath. And they waited long enough for the steam to run out. But more than anything, what they really waited long enough for was Amber Heard's divorce.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Here it is.
Did you watch that bullshit, Jackie? Did you?
I did. She pooped on John Depp's bed.
She definitely pooped on the bed. The glove fit. The glove fit, and she pooped on that bed. I'm not going to throw her under the bus. Actually, I'm going to throw her under the bus as having terrible taste in men, and so she like did it to herself, but not really, because John Depp sucks too. Like, there's no heroes in that story. They both suck.
Yeah, they both do. And the thing is that they both tried to explode one another's careers.
Yes.
He exploded hers.
Yeah.
He didn't. He's made it out.
Succeeded.
He gets. Oh, speaking of, we will see him next year as Ebenezer Scrooge. Can you wait?
No.
Are you already
No, I
on
cannot.
bated breath?
No, just
for the Deppy Scrooge.
Put me out of my
God
misery.
damn it! It's going to be Captain Jack Sparrow.
Of course he is.
With a fucking top hat on. Like, he doesn't even fucking try anymore.
No.
He's just a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And I used to really like John Depp.
You were wrong.
In the early years when he did
Scissorhands.
What was that? No, when he like that black and white kind of looking one. It was like
Ed Wood
with a clippity clop. He's out looking for a head to chop.
Oh, Sweeney
Don't
Todd.
even try to. No, because you can't reason with a headless man. Ichabod Crane. When he did that Ichabod Crane,
The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, which is not a very good movie.
Yeah,
it's kind of dry and.
I mean,
dull.
It's one of his better movies.
Scissorhands.
Yeah,
Scissorhands.
Yeah, but there's like a few of his that are like, wow, that's a classic. But so that Sleepy Hollow is one of his better movies.
It's one of his least hated movies. But that's also like saying, well, he played for the Eagles instead of the Cowboys. Yeah, I guess
Sure.
I like the Eagles better than the Cowboys, but
yeah, okay.
I mean,
yeah. Well, either way, so that's what, like, she wins the first lawsuit, the divorce she wins, and that's over in 2017. So they could have got on this horse by then and been fine, but they didn't. And so in the court proceedings, like, Warner Brothers executives are called to the stand for the Depp versus Heard business. And in her defamation, like, why she's so bad, like they call the Depp side's calling Warner Brothers to the front and saying, oh, well, no, we were going to recast her because her chemistry was bad. The three of us watched it at the theater and we're like, Amber Heard's one of the best things in this movie. It's not great, but she works completely. Yeah. And she won the role solely off the chemistry, but the executives at Warner are like, oh, no, we're going to recast her because the chemistry is bad. And plus, it was always going to be a 48 Hours buddy bromance comedy.
Okay.
By always, I mean now that we're trying to fire her.
Right.
They don't fire her. It's like, well, we can remove her from 3/4. And having watched this twice now, because I picked it after watching it the first time.
You poor bastard.
I watched it the second time mostly in fast forward.
Good Lord.
But they only cut her shit by like 45 minutes, and all it does is make the movie shitty.
It makes the movie shitty.
So it's like, in the comics, you actually have this happening in the comics in the Death of a Prince storyline where Black Manta kills Arthur Curry Jr. as a baby, and then comics code, I don't know how that worked out or whatever, but so the octopus Topo is like the babysitter and so they just switched those two roles, and they're like, okay, well, you're going to go on IR with an injury for like 46 minutes. And we're going to replace you with a fucking CG octopus.
Okay.
That's not going to save any money at all.
No.
You're still going to have to pay her the same.
Yeah.
And so there's all this he said, so-and-so says this. The original script was this. Nobody really knows what's going on. Finally, Dolph Lundgren, just off the cuff in an interview, was like, oh no, the original script was great. It would have been awesome. And both myself and Amber Heard were in a lot more of the scenes of the original, and what you have is not what we were originally going to shoot. They never shot those. Like, her scenes did even get cut more, but they didn't even shoot the stuff from the original script. So that's what happened there.
Okay.
It ended up ballooning up to about $215 million,
Good
which
Lord.
I guess it made it back. They said it broke even, which makes it one of the more successful films of the 15 that they made in this run. But it's a hot fucking mess. And it's the exact same sort of back out that you do in production that they did on the Justice League shit, where it's like, well, I mean, you could just follow through with it and maybe end up with something mediocre, or you could spend more money and have something terrible. And they've opted for option B twice now.
I thought the octopus was one of the more compelling characters in this movie.
Look,
Well,
I love octopi.
completely-
I'm fascinated by octopi. I think that they're
Sure.
magnificent creatures, And nobody, do not eat octopi, please. But this one deserved to be eaten, Jackie. Like, I would have put Topo on a plate in some butter and been like, sorry, buddy, you suck. You suck bad, but you're delicious.
And it's so completely transparent that that's what happened, because that octopus fucks completely off the second that they can't reduce her role anymore.
That's right.
It never comes back into the movie like, high five, Topo, at the end. Topo doesn't help at all. He just shows up to replace her for 45 fucking minutes.
Yep.
I thought he was on the end scene.
On the iceberg?
The 5 months later thing.
I don't think
Maybe.
so. I don't think so. The crustacean guy was. The crab guy. John Rhys Davies.
No, the 5 months later there was a dog. It wasn't an octopus. It was like a dog.
Whose dog is
Oh.
that? There's no dogs in the ocean. Come on.
Tamura Morrison has a dog now.
There's a dog. There's no dog. Ocean. God damn it. This movie sucks. And that octopus sucked. And everybody.
Speaking of shit you just throw in to try to be stupid about it, it's like, oh, well, let's just add John Rhys Davies as Crabman voice. And apparently Kingfish, not Jabba the Hutt, was Martin Short.
Apparently. He'll do things for money. He needs it. That's okay. I forget.
The other thing interesting about the production of this is they invented, because before, say, they're going to replace her for 45 minutes with an octopus and then have to shoot part of the film on land to recoup some of the budget, they still used it, but they invented an entire new underwater shooting rig that involved 100 cameras. And it would make the people a lot more comfortable when they're shooting. And so there's a large scale invention. Who's to see what Warner is going to use this for? You know that they're like writing something around this right now, probably.
So
that we'll see soon.
What I think happened is they made this elaborate rig and, used it at a soundstage at the Warner Brothers lot in Glendale, California, if you ever get a chance to go there. And somebody looked outside one day at the covered windows. They're covered in dirt and film, so nobody can see inside. And there's two little handprints and a James Cameron face print in the glass because he was looking in from the outside going, I want it! They wouldn't let him in.
No,
Get out of here, James Cameron!
He asked two people about it, and he's like, I can make a better one. Okay?
Yes.
And then does, maybe.
He probably did.
So Pat Wilson, obviously, once again, not a big career breaker. I mean, Pat Wilson at this point, it's like, dude, you've done fine. You'll eventually get something that doesn't suck. I know you guys don't like Pat Wilson as much as I did, because you guys first run into Pat Wilson in The Conjuring, which sucks. Whereas I run into Pat Wilson for the first time as the Night Owl in Watchmen. So I'm like, Pat Wilson, that guy's awesome.
Every time.
So guess what Pat Wilson had to do? He had to do another Conjuring movie.
Yeah.
So he's like, okay, fine, let me go dust off Vera Farmiga. That shit made $500 million against 50.
Nice.
Can you believe that shit?
I can.
$500 million still.
I can believe
The Conjuring 17.
Yeah.
Or whatever the fuck it is.
Absolutely believe it. People love spooky ghosts.
Well, what's crazy is that he was in Insidious too, which is the other bullshit, scary.
Yeah. That's part of the same universe, Jackie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a shared universe. They're same characters. It's all the same bullshit.
What about...
Just because it doesn't have Conjuring on the
So I'm looking at his filmography, and I'm going to say the very first time I ever saw Pat Wilson was The Phantom of the Opera in 2004.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was in that.
It's a Joel Schumacher movie, I believe. It's pretty gay.
Maybe worth a revisit.
It's pretty gay, I bet.
Okay, now we got to go to the most interesting thing about this movie. The production designer's name is Bill Brasky.
Bill Brasky.
Wow. That is a name.
I had to stretch that. It's spelled Bradsky, but it's fucking close enough for me. Bill Bradsky.
Jackie doesn't know that SNL bit, apparently. Will Ferrell.
Yeah, I know.
Bill Brasky did oh, okay. All right. I thought you said that's a clever name. But, okay. I can't hear.
Well, I did
We're
say
gonna move
that
on.
because it was a clever name, but as soon as like I gave it a thought, I was like, I know exactly who that is from SNL. So,
okay. All right. Let's get into this. We've got 2 hours of movie to do, and I don't want to do a minute of it. So let's get the ball rolling and put ourselves out of our misery. So this movie starts out with a ship in the ocean, and on it is some various goods of value, and they've got this French pirate guy, and his name is Batroc the Leaper. Common enemy of Captain America. Speaking of Captain America, he's up in the sky in a plane and saying, I can do this all day. He jumps out and then ends up kicking Batroc's ass all over that fucking ship. And you're like, dude, Captain America's beating the shit out of Batroc, and it's awesome. And then the rest of the movie is great. The end. That's not.
They
what
didn't even
here.
steal that all the way because they don't even steal it all the way because he starts fighting these guys, but then it just goes to him with his own action figure smacking them together in front of his baby.
Telling the tale of how one time he was shitty Captain America.
And what the fuck are you? You're the king of Atlantis. Pirates is out of your fucking.
They're on a boat.
This is why they don't. Later on, the council is going to be like, we have no confidence in you because your dumbass is fighting pirates.
They're on a boat.
You're the king of Atlantis.
They're not actually in the sea. The boat is on top of the sea. You are the king of the ocean, not the king of the space above the ocean. You gonna start fighting airplanes too if they fly over? Are you the Bermuda Triangle? You asshole! Get out of here, stupid king. He sucks. What are you doing?
He sucks.
Well, and like it's like
so
perfect
then,
timing that he was there, right? Or is he just out cruising around in the water going like, yeah, the pirates are in this area. I'm just going to hang out until one of them attacks. Like, how did he know that they were being attacked?
Mayday, we're being attacked by pirates. And he's got a fucking ham radio under the ocean listening in. Or maybe the dolphins are like, and that translates to pirates. Somalian pirates take over another ship. They got Captain Phillips up there. Do something, Aquaman. And he's like, I guess I'd do that.
And then, like, you would think that he would just jump out of the water. But no, he's got to ride in on a seahorse. And I was so embarrassed for the seahorse. Because I love seahorses, and I was just embarrassed for this one. Because the seahorse has to, like, give him a little kick with the back of its body, with the curly part of itself, to get him over, because he's so big that he was like, look, I'm going to jump out of the water, you jump off my back. And Aquaman's so fucking lazy that the seahorse has to do the remaining bit and, like, kind of bat him into the ship.
Yeah, exactly. So here's where he's at in life, other than fighting pirates, which is not his jurisdiction. He should be fucking cleaning up Trash Island. That's something you could do, king of the ocean, that would benefit your people. But no, he's hanging out on land. He's beating up pirates. He's getting pissed in the face because he's got a new baby. And hanging out with his dad. Who I don't even remember. I don't remember any of Aquaman 1. So if there's character backstory that I'm missing that is relevant, we can. So I don't remember any of these characters.
So half of the backstory of Aquaman is flushed out in deleted scenes that only ended up in the Snyder cut.
Okay, all right.
Justice League, but Tamara Morrison was in the first one enough.
All right, he's his dad. I'm just saying, I don't know.
Yeah.
So the baby,
but they do. I can't go past the. It's a mini boss. It's a rule of threes mini boss. Is his son pissing in his mouth.
Yeah.
They do it 3 times, and it wasn't funny any of the times.
Yep. No, it was not funny.
Even when Amber
It was fine
Heard,
if it was like on his on his forehead. Like that would have been worse. But it's in his mouth. It's piss in his mouth. Like,
and he opens his mouth more.
He opens his mouth
when
more.
the piss starts hitting. He's like, I hate it. No, you don't.
It sucks. That doesn't work.
And the third time, he dodges it, but then Amber Heard uses her piss powers to make it go right in his mouth.
Mm-hmm. She controls the...
Which is why Johnny Depp sued her.
Power of pee-pee. Okay, the baby, aside from being... finding pissing in people's mouths hilarious, has sonic powers as well. It can communicate with the fishes via the no little circles that come out of Aquaman's head in the comics. Can do that too. Meanwhile, Manta, the villain from some point in the first film, I don't remember.
It might have been on the fucking cutting room of fucking.
Yeah, I don't remember this guy.
It's hard. These all mashed together, and that I did. I watched the 5-hour version of fucking the Snyder cut, and half of this shit could be on that fucking cutting room floor that you only see if you watch that 5-hour version. Right. But yeah, Black Manta was somewhere involved. I didn't remember it at all.
Yeah. Well, he's out there plotting revenge. I guess at some point his suit got busted up, banged up, and now it doesn't work. And the only way he can get revenge is if he fixes the suit so that he can fight Aquaman. Dubious, because his suit. What does his suit do? Is it just a wetsuit with laser eyes?
It's got jetpacks too.
Those would seem to still work. Like that doesn't. Okay. And what are you doing with jetpacks in the ocean? What are you going to do with jetpack? That doesn't work. You can't have jetpack. You can have jet propulsion in the ocean, but not a jetpack with shooting fires. Where are you getting oxygen?
I don't know exactly how it works, but it seems like his dad didn't invent. Maybe it's ancient technology that they found, so we can't fix it because his science guy. He has one science guy. Who's played by Randall Park, who gets to be in both the DCEU and the MCU because he's in the Ant-Man movies too.
Yeah, he is.
He can't fucking fix it, I guess. So they have to find ancient technology to fix it.
Yeah, which is what he's doing down in Antarctica, which has an ice shelf has busted off, and that creates a giant crevasse that he falls into. And there he sees a man frozen in ice who is being unthawed. And that man becomes unfrozen caveman lawyer. Mm-hmm. I had to get there.
Yep.
I love unfrozen caveman lawyer. Cavemen are great, except for those Geico cavemen. All right, so they fall into the ground. And I fell on my keys. And then this glass or this ice wall gets shattered and out comes a tentacle and pulls the guy pulls him into this ice cave. And so the other guy calls it back up and Manta's team comes down there and they start exploring this giant ice cavern that has stalactites and stalagmites that have frozen birds in them. It's shown, yet never explained. Like there's frozen stuff.
That doesn't work with what happens later.
What the frozen
there's
birds?
No birds there.
What's the frozen birds?
What's the frozen birds?
They're just birds that got frozen. Or like, did they have a plan and then, oh shit, we left that in the film? Because
maybe Atlan wanted to throw people off the scent, so he added frozen birds later.
Okay, well, frozen birds. This definitely can't.
We'll get back to that.
The Evil Kingdom land.
So beyond that, it introduces this sea monster that's supposed to, like, when I'm watching this the first time, I'm like, this sea monster is going to be plot relevant the entire time, right?
Right.
It's not.
It's Amber Heard. It gets cut out for 3/4 of the movie.
Yeah.
Because it's right here. They all dive down into the icy waters and they find this ancient temple. And then the tentacles come back out and get all of those guys except for Manta and the scientist. And I'm not real clear because it's very, like, things happen here fast because it's all CGI action. But a staff gets dropped in front of Manta, or two pieces of a staff. I don't know how he finds
gets thrown down because they really have some liberties played with how things are going to fall in water several times in this movie.
Right.
So he gets thrown to the ground and he's stuck there and he's having a hard time getting up, even though he's fucking underwater. And he sees not only that, but the submarine that they're going to have later is off in the back of the shot too.
What? That can't.
So, yes.
Okay.
He finds what they are looking for. The staff of necro power, that was the bonus. He was just looking for the fucking submarine. He found it, but he was like, oh, what's this fucking trident?
I thought that was...
And he sticks it together and he gets possessed by a fucking green ghost. Because, green. Why not?
Yeah, Scooby-Doo. I thought the Nautilus later was his. I thought that was his.
No.
I'm a bad guy and this is my ship.
There's a voiceover that, because there's probably some other shit that got cut out of the front of this, because there's a whole fight with him and Mira, apparently, that did get shot and did get left behind. But they, Randall Park, his character's like, I can't believe this old technology works, I was able to retrofit it, but we need this stuff. Oh, look, mom, otherwise it doesn't work. Moving on. And then they have a new submarine battle station that has octopods.
This plot, if you're correct, which I cannot argue that you're not, because I don't have anything better, this plot sucks way harder than I thought it did.
It sucks real bad.
How am I going to get revenge? I don't know. Let's fall into a crevasse and then dive down deep underneath Antarctica. And maybe there'll be an ancient temple down there with a fish god who gives you a Nautilus from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea and a trident. So you can fight. And also, maybe that will happen.
No, he's just trying to find shit to fix his helmet. And he thinks, I'm going to fix my fucking helmet and then I'm going to bust that guy's ass.
Right.
And it's not going to happen because with that helmet, you're just going to get your ass busted again.
Right.
But he trips and falls and lucks into a Nautilus and a magic trident that not only gives him hot tips on how to use all this shit, because that's said in a voiceover as well. That he's been given hot tips by the spirit ghost, but the spirit ghost also gives him Atlantean powers of strength and everything so that he can actually be formidable enough to not get his ass complete handed to him by Aquaman, which is what happened if his normal plan had worked and he just found enough shit to fix his helmet. He just would have got his ass kicked again.
Yes.
But now, Aquaman would have been as not caring as the first time when he's like, I don't know who you guys are, fuck off.
Thank you, scary ghost of the sea, for all the wonderful weapons and ship that you've given me. I shall now go and enact my revenge on Aquaman for killing my father. Well, hold up. There's a catch. You gotta get this. It runs on fuel, all this stuff. You gotta get it. You gotta get that orcalacum. You gotta get the orcalacum. And that's pretty much what you're not going to have time to bother with Aquaman because you got to get this stuff. Otherwise, none of this shit works.
Well, remember, he needs to heat up the planet because we're going to do global warming poorly.
Oh, yeah.
8 or 9 times, effectively making it worse than if you said nothing at all.
Absolutely.
But he's got to warm up the planet so that later that won't matter at all because it actually involves blood magic, but we'll get to that. So his whole plan doesn't work either.
It doesn't work either. Meanwhile, Aquaman is at an emergency council because he's not actually the ruler of the ocean. He has to answer to a council, which I'm fine with. And they're like, hey, dude, climate change, not cool, bro. And he's like, yeah, well, maybe we should go up to the surface and reveal ourselves and then work with their scientists and they can work with our... You punch things. Shut up, King Dum Dum.
Yeah.
We're not doing that.
Well, in his defense, they're like, we should just murder the fuck out of all of the surface dwellers.
I mean,
it's bad.
It's bad for us, but are they wrong?
I'm just saying, maybe they could be selective, like anybody who doesn't have a recycled trash can.
Yeah, you gotta, you just get, the little seahorse flies through neighborhoods and then starts nuking houses that don't have recycled bins out on the street on Thursday.
Well, fine, let's go to the logistics of this. We're just gonna murder them all. And they're like, how are you gonna do things to people that aren't directly on the coastline? And they're like, we haven't thought about that part yet.
We'll get that ship from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. And then, I don't know.
And then you still be able to reach the coastal
Hey,
cities.
man.
We'll worry about that after we get that ship.
Well, I mean, technically, if they just went up through the rivers, right, that feed the ocean, they could get a majority of people.
They could get, Jackie's right, they could get us right off the Mississippi. There's plenty of room. Yeah.
Unless it's low.
Unless it's, yeah.
They're stuck. It's stuck again.
It's muddy.
Half of the guys got too drunk in New Orleans. They didn't make it any farther.
Okay, so Manta's there in his boat, and he's getting this orcolocum stuff. And he goes into stealth mode because it's got that too, of course. And they've got Octobots, these little submarines with octopus arms on them that act like propellers and whatever they need them to do.
Yeah, they can shoot missiles later. They're great.
Our little friend, or maybe, I don't know, some octopus sees them and goes and sounds the alarm.
Topo.
Okay, Topo. And the alarm's gone, and so now they're attacking Atlantis' 405. We got to get out of here. Let's get... They start blowing up the 405 of Atlantis.
So they don't. They the alarm gets sounded, and so they have to use the sound zooper is what I'm going to call it for the rest of it, because it zoop 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 zoop.
Yeah.
Zoop. That's what it does, and it makes your whole body vibrate. You're like, oh, I hate this. And then they keep shooting at their own ship.
I know,
after they get hit by the sound zooper.
But you're missing the bigger picture. Why is there a 405 in Atlantis? This is a highway.
Because there's a huge civilization.
It's the ocean. You don't need to get in line. It's like the idea of cars in the air flying in line. You got the whole fucking air. The reason why we have roads is because you can't drive through fucking forests, dumbass. But you're in the ocean. Just go in a straight line, not take the fucking There'd be no 405.
They're tubes that accelerate the water, so it's like those little things in the airport that you don't have to walk. It's merely convenience.
The shot...
They're as dumb as we are.
The establishing shot of the 405 is not those tubes. The tubes are down the road. These are people in line to get to the tubes rather than just going from their house straight to the tube, unless they all live in the same house going to the tube. Then that would make sense if all of Atlantis lived in one house. But instead...
No, they got there on a Friday at 4:30 and the on-ramp to the 405 is all jammed up.
On-ramps to the speed tubes, and it's all jammed up in traffic despite it being the fucking ocean. It sucks. I was so pissed.
Well, if there's that many of them and they don't have thoroughfares and rights of way, they'll just run into each other constantly.
Seahorses right up the ass of a fucking whale.
I was going to go straight there, but I took a digger into a shark.
We need rules and structure to our commuting, Aquaman. Wait, what do we do for jobs? We're fish. Why are we commuting? Are we going to the fucking grocery store? Where are we going?
They have to make their computers and stuff.
Their computers? They have computers.
Dude.
Yeah, they got fucking shark cycles. Those things don't build themselves. There's plenty of industry down there. In the first one, they just wrote on sharks. Now they're like, fucking industry, Shark cycles.
Shark cycle.
That we ride even though we can fucking swim faster than them.
Oh my God. Okay, so now Nicole Kidman gets involved in this pile of shit. Old Nikki K, she's down there, and she's riding on one of those electric shark things. It's dumb. Like, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, her and Amber Heard are like, I wrote down, Lady Boss Sharko riders mount up.
Right? And Nicole Kidman doesn't get anything accomplished. She just gets sonicked right off of her fucking thing after punching a couple low-tier henchers.
The first one that's like, get your motor running. Sharko in the water. And then she's like, fuck this thing. I can swim like 86 times faster, and jumps off of it and is like a fucking bullet through the water. And then she does like fight one of the octopods until the sound Zuper hits her, and she falls down. Her. And then she's like falling, like, oh no, she's gonna fall. Like, it's water.
Right.
But she gets saved by Amber Heard anyway.
Right.
Like, she's gonna be fine. She'll just like start swinging again in a second. And even if she doesn't, she's going to sink to rest at the bottom.
The sandy shore. Okay.
She landed on the sandwich shop. Oh no. Just kind of move her to the side as she slowly sinks down.
Well, Amber Heard, she gets fucking lasered in the chest by Manta's eyeballs. That I don't know where his helmet gets.
I am going to save that one for the end. I'm saving the beams.
Okay.
Saving the things I'm not going to deal with until the end are the sound Zuper and the beams.
Now Aquaman
is
like,
too.
Hey man, that's my wife. Don't laser my wife, dude. And he gets distracted by the classic bad guy move of putting some civvies. The metro, the ocean metro gets thrown off of its fucking tracks. Why is there tracks in the ocean for a metro? God
it's
damn
for
it!
The urchins. The urchins cannot swim fast, so they ride the train to work. And again, these shark cycles don't build themselves. The urchins have little spines that they can push the little interior things in just right. Like, it's great.
Mm-hmm. Under the sea.
They'll have robots.
I want to live up there. So the bad guy gets away. But they have to stop him, or they learn that there will be a global climate catastrophe.
Yes.
From all the orcolacum.
Orcolacum is pretty good stuff, but it pollutes like way more than other pretty good stuff. Even though, like, when you see the machines that are running on it, use it, like the octopods and the, say, Nautilus that require it for its power system, none of them exhaust anything.
No.
So how is it bad exactly?
If you stick it in a big forge on a volcano island, I guess that's bad use of it.
But yes, Nicole Kidman's like, oh no, you have to stop it because it's so polluting. It's going to be way worse than what was already happening. And he's like, I know how to stop it. I got to fucking team up with my bro. And she's like, who's your bro? And he's like, I only have the one. He's your other kid. And she's like, oh, tell him I love him.
Right. Him.
She's like, I love this plan.
Why,
and then
but why though? Why? But why?
Dolph Lundgren
why, though?
Gets to show up.
But why?
And delivers some lines poorly.
Why? The brother? What's the brother gonna do?
He knows things about stuff, and I'm dumb.
Climate change.
I'm behind this.
Climate
he's
scientist.
Like, I need to get my brother because he knows stuff about things, and I'm dumb. And I'm like, yeah.
Is he?
I can see that.
He's been reading up on climate science in prison. Is that what you're implying? That he knows?
He's going to figure stuff out that I don't at all.
Like how to tie his shoes.
If it's not punching things, I'm not your guy.
You don't know how to tie your shoes, so maybe we could get somebody else who also knows things, maybe related to the plot of the movie.
My girlfriend's on IR with laser blasts. this thing doesn't work fast enough. I need you to give me an octopus, and I'm going to go get my brother who's less dumb than me. That's the plan.
Just barely less dumb than you, though. Like, that doesn't make him qualified.
Yeah.
Like, does he have a degree?
My alternative is Dolph Lundgren, so I'm going with Pat Wilson.
He's pretty old, so okay, let's go with Pat.
Okay.
I see your point now. Yeah. Okay, so he's in an underground prison, not in the ocean, under desert prison. And let's go bust him out, octopus.
And this is Dolph Lundgren's voiceover that tells us how this shit works. Because you're like, how does this shit work? Mm-hmm. These are seamen of some descent that have decided to become evil and live on the land. And the only way they can survive is by drinking blood. Of what? I'm not sure. Because they're the only ones there. And they do have...
Their whole society was underwater at one point, Sam. I think you might have missed that. That the water dried up, and so they had to drink something, so then they turned themselves into vampires.
Okay.
You know what they are?
Somewhere in between there, they bred giant insect monsters that don't make sense and built themselves some pretty fancy plasma weapons.
Yeah. You know what these guys are? They're a bunch of boners.
Yeah.
Because they're all made of bones that they don't have.
Yep.
They're like, they're boners. Okay.
He has been taken by the boner man. Oh, no, that sounds awful. Not like you think. They're just made of bones. I mean, they may be doing that too. I don't know.
Boner prison? Oh, my.
Yeah. I know a guy that liked that place.
I thought all prisons were boner prisons.
Oh, no.
So they goes up to him with the octopus and then gets him, and he's like, "Hey, dude, you're my bro. You're all skinny because you haven't been drinking you don't have any electrolytes in you, man. We gotta get you pumping some electrolytes. And let's go. How are we getting out of here? We're gonna steal some boner monsters.
Yeah,
that are something. I don't know what they are. And then these boner monsters also are like moles. They dig really well with their teeth.
They're better at tunneling than the tunneling machines. Mm-hmm. Just zip right through.
Yeah. And they bust out onto the surface.
They're digging like 60 miles an hour.
Yeah. Yeah. Through rock and stone. The Earth's crust. Bro barely gets to the sea, like, I can't make it, and he's just about to get killed, but then tide comes in, washes over him, and now he's shredded. Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
Kind of.
It's a fucking suit. It's a rubber goddamn suit that they put him in throughout the whole movie.
I don't know. It's
a muscle suit, Sam.
That's too bad.
His pecs were like way bigger than Chris Hemsworth's. It's Patrick Wilson. He could be nice and cut and toned because you got a crush on him, but that was a fucking body muscle suit he was wearing.
It just looks dumb, the whole thing, because he's just all of a sudden he's fighting guys in his PJs.
He's like, okay, all right. Well, now that we're in the ocean, here's the plan. We're going to go to pirates. Oh, I know how to deal with pirates. I'm really good at them. So, like, are we going to find a freighter or maybe like a yacht? Mm-hmm. No. What are you talking about? Pirates, like the guys that are above the ocean. Why do you God damn it, you're an idiot. You're fucking king. I used to be king. I was good at being king. I took care of the people who were the subjects of my kingdom. You are a jerk off.
That's pretty much the conversation in a nutshell. That happens. And then you're like, well, we got to go to not Jabba's palace underwater. And he's like, oh, the pirates don't like me because I punch them too much.
They've never met you. These ones.
These ones.
The pirates of the ocean. The waters. That's who we're seeing. Not Somalian pirates. Let's go get some info.
I feel like they could have not done the 3 fish babes in Princess Leia's steel underwear.
Right.
That could have really helped this with me not going, you need to rip off Jabba's palace just a little bit less, please.
Jackie,
come on now.
Just a touch.
What's the song?
The
Sing
song from Jabba the Hutt is Vida Loca.
Yeah.
And this one, they tried to make it sound.
I'm so glad I asked for that.
This time, the lounge singer actually had a very nice voice. She was oh la 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 la, not vida loca.
You know what, Jackie? What's crazy is that song. A lot of people aren't going to actually get that joke because nobody outside of the 3 of us have ever seen a fucking George Lucas directed Star Wars before George Lucas redirected Star Wars, which that song doesn't exist in. Now, there is a chance that this Christmas we will finally, in theaters, be able to see 1977's Star Wars. Still hasn't been announced yet. Which cut? Star Wars is coming back to theaters, but there's a lot of people saying, come on, it's going to be 1977. And if it is, I'm fucking going. And I can't wait to go see fucking Return of the Jedi and have Jackie flip out when the Vida Loca thing happens. I'm going to be so happy because in the fucking stupid special edition, it's that one lady, the lips lady. And she has like a 10-minute song and it sucks just as bad as this one.
It sucks.
God damn it.
And there was a sweet space rock flute in the original too.
The sweet space. One more time. Run that by me.
Well, so there's like one of the guys is playing. It looks like a clarinet, but it's like a space. He's doing rock flute solo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Tall, skinny guy.
Yeah.
He's a tall, skinny, white-looking guy.
And the drummer for that band is his name is Niam Num. No, that's Lando Calrissian's co-pilot. Is Niam Num. I can't remember.
He lost an arm, so the drummer from the band only has 5 arms.
Right. So dumb. Okay, so Aquaman punches this place up, and he gets the info. Now they know where to look for whatever. I guess where were we gonna? How do we find these guys? Look for the green volcano island. Oh,
yeah,
that's them. That seems really obvious, actually, now that
they had like infinite technology, and they know that he's stealing this stuff to make pollution.
Right.
Well, they don't know exactly that, but they feel like if it's so polluting, they could probably use their infinite technology to just trace it. But they went with Team Brodown and planned Team Brodown instead.
Yep. Okay, so they wash up on this green volcano island that's spewing green pyroclastic clouds into the sky. Thank you, Dante's Peak. And along the way, while they're walking up, they have to take a break to eat a cockroach because it's funny. I think
so funny.
Bugs. I mean, he bites the head off of a fucking living animal right on TV. It's like this cockroach is just doing its own thing. It's just hanging out on a tree. It doesn't like come into their apartment and go, blah, 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 blah. I'm a cockroach. Blah, blah, blah. It's hanging out on a tree, and they're like, hey, bite its head off on camera. Let's watch it die.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know I'm a little bit of a hippie about this sort of stuff, but I thought it was fucking vulgar.
It's not funny.
It's definitely not funny. But I also thought it was vulgar.
Just thought of The Lion King.
Yeah, but see, that's like, they don't make a display of eating the bugs. They just slurp them up. And most of it's done in shadow. So the kids aren't like, ew. It's good.
It's also a cartoon.
That cockroach was also a cartoon, though, so I guess whatever. All right. So down in the science, the bad guy, the mine, the Orculum storage facility. It's also like a mine. They've got like machines going poop, 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 like pumping it out and stuff. I think, I don't know. They break in, beat up some henchmen, and the bad guy's scientist buddy, comedic relief. He's like, oh, they surrender. But then he's about to tell him the whole plot, but then this explosion happens and more bad guys run in.
Let's think about how this volcano situation works.
Okay.
They got this volcano that's going to burn this shit up. And so they build like a giant generator to burn it up. Mm-hmm. And then they get it working at maximum capacity because the science guy is like, there's the first of several walk-ins on Manta being dubiously evil and possessed that are supposed to like play comedically like he's jacking off or something, but it just doesn't work at all.
I think you are.
They do it like 3 times.
They do it 3 times, but I think you're going, this is like a jack off thing, isn't it? And I think the movie doesn't have a fucking clue that it's doing that at all.
But it doesn't work. Whatever it's trying to do.
Yeah.
But he's like, it's operating at full capacity, and you're like, all you have to do is burn this shit. You should have just tossed it in the volcano all at once.
Right, no kidding.
You don't need to build a machine to do that.
No, you do not. It's a volcano. It's hot. All right, so now they're fighting some henchmen, and they fight an Octobot, and it's all boring. And Manta comes. Manta comes in. And he's about to stab the bro right in the chest, but then the Atlanteans, they got the message, and so they start blowing up the island.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I gotta get out of here. And Manta gets away by harpooning his own ship, and off he goes. Oh, damn it.
Aquaman gets hit by the sound Zuper once again.
No, the Zuper got him.
They're gonna get crushed by a rock, but then his girlfriend's like, wow, I'm off the IR.
Remember me?
And just like, you could have basically waited 10 minutes and I still would have been with you and this would have gone better.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, could I be in this movie so that we could just like wrap this up? This is actually,
let's wrap this shit up.
Really easy plot. So we could I'm going to Scott evil this plot. Like, let's just shoot it.
Because the resolution of the 45 minutes that she's not in involves her, so why?
Yeah.
Why would you even bother?
What do you know, lady? I know because I touched the staff and I have a vision. There's another kingdom called Necrosis. Piloplex. And they're like the Atlanteans, but grody. And Nexus, what's his name? Kordax, the king of the Necros, like, you suck, Atlanteans, one day, and then he got gross face, and then he got frozen in ice.
Yeah, why is it like this? I don't know, because Blizzard's in a bad spot to fight back on any IPs involving Warcraft, and we'll get away with it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, so what's he want? Well, he wants to get out. Well, how's he going to get out? By the blood of the Atlantean king's bloodline. So, like, you, me, your mom, that's pretty much it. And Aquaman's like, that's not the only blood. There is another.
Okay, so then they're like, wait. So he didn't need to pollute anything. He just needs the blood.
He just needed blood.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And it needs to be of the royal line. So when he knocked you out, he could have just grabbed you and taken you, lady, because you have that. And he didn't, so that he could do the global warming, even though he doesn't need to, so that he can get to the blood. Right. He's had access to about 3 times now.
Right. What's your problem?
Okay.
Look.
Well, I've got bad news.
If he just
there's
gets the
baby
blood,
involved now.
If he just gets the blood, then there's no 48 hours buddy cop time between bros. There's no bro scenes, bro. That's why.
I guess. Yeah. That was what it was from the beginning, according to the executives, was this 45-minute sidetrack that has nothing to do with the movie.
God damn it. All right, well, oh shit, you got a son? We got to get to him. Oh no, they've already came and the house is on fire. Your dad's been stabbed or something. I don't know. Where's our son? They took him. And then Jackie's favorite scene in the whole movie happens.
No!
There's so
three different characters in a row do the Darth Vader no in a row, not all at the same time, and not for comic purposes. A child has been taken, and they are sad. Yeah. It's so dumb.
It gets. So two really questionable things happen at the end of this scene for me with Nicole Kidman. Uh-huh. Tell me, Jackie, if you saw this, because I made sure to watch it again. And she's supposed to be like looking at them like, oh, your brothers finally, my children are together. Mm-hmm. That's what she's supposed to be doing in character. But on her face, she's looking at them and her eyes are hungry, and her eyes are like, can I get a three-way?
Yeah, that's exactly what I saw too. It was a little too sex for a mom.
Uh-huh. I don't know what I was thinking at the time, but I think maybe Back to the Future or something. I don't know. It was a little thirsty. It was a little weird.
Thirsty eyes.
Yeah, it was a little
and
weird.
Then they have a regeneration ray or whatever that it's like a lamp that heals Tamira Morrison, I guess.
Ooh-bah.
And they all leave, and she's like, I'm going to stay with my one true love that I barely visit ever because I'm too busy riding around on fucking robot shark cycles or whatever.
I thought she was married to...
And she starts hugging him, and she gets in the way of the healing ray. She's like, get out of there, stupid. You're blocking it.
That's what I said, too. I'm like, and now it's working on your back knee? Like, what are you doing? Trying to get a free treatment?
Ooh, that's nice. I'm dying. Okay, so they, the guy that surrendered earlier, he's like, this is bad. They've got a baby now. So he, sends Aquaman a text or something. I don't know. He sends him the coordinates. I don't know how this message gets to Aquaman because he's like a fish dude.
He has email.
And they're like, okay.
He's got an email account. Aquaman, and the Lost Kingdom at gmail.com.
No, it goes to Tamira Morrison's AOL account.
Cman1 at Gmail. Okay, so now they're all locking and loading. They've got Atlantean equipment, and I guess Namor's there too. Namor's in Atlantean. This is just, so is Namor first or is Aquaman first? Who ripped off who?
I feel... So, if you really go back far enough and start looking at it, Marvel ripped off DC the whole time. Justice League was first, Aquaman was first. They never figured out how to fucking do a Superman. They tried 10 times.
Where are you getting this information? Because Namor was around in the 30s. Whereas Superman was...
Well, so was Namor a property before it was Marvel then?
Yes. Yeah, he's from Timely Comics.
Okay.
So I think...
Well, then maybe Namor... Well, maybe Namor's not a ripoff of Aquaman until Marvel turns him into that.
Maybe. He was part of the, the old Human Torch, the original Human Torch, and some other guy team up, the Defenders, I think. He was part of that group. So I don't know. Somebody ripped off somebody, though, because...
More or less, usually it's Marvel ripping off DC.
Usually. But in this case, I think it might be the other way around. Anyway, Seaman, he calls in whales. God damn it. Oh, yeah. The fucking whales. How are we going to defeat the Zoop machine, the Zoop gun? Well, I know. Whales.
The sea is alive with the sound of whale music.
Whoa, I better be careful there. I might call in a fucking cigar from space, and then we all have to travel back in time to I can take
They're in the Nautilus and they're like, the shields are down to 46%. There's too many gentle whale moans.
Okay, they fucking sonic blast the Nautilus.
They don't. They just sing at it like...
there's a visual effect. There's the rings coming from the whales. The Sonic Aquaman bullshit is on screen, and it overloads the zoop gun, and it's, oh no, should we shut it down? I can't do it in time. It sonics the whole, their guts. It sonics their guts inside the ship. And then it just sinks. Well, that was easy. Should have led with that one.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking whales, right?
Yep.
Call them in every time. We can't. They always get stuck on the 405. Traffic, man. Don't use it. Okay. So it's too late. Manta's already launched a missile at the I don't even know, wherever the Lost Kingdom guys are, wherever they're at, somewhere in the South Pacific or something.
Well, he shoots a missile into the side of the ice so they can fly their octopods in there and get the power of the necropolis or whatever.
Right. So they're all...
And Science Guy has to be like, oh, no, I'm good at flying this thing now, because he doesn't die, and he should die right there.
Right. They fight. They're starting to fight these guys all over the place, and there's a bridge. This is what I don't get. There's crustaceans. The crustacean army is on this bridge.
Yeah.
And you know, and my axe is there, and he's fighting guys, and he's a sea-dwelling creature, and Aquaman's there, and Amber Heard, and they're fighting guys, and their hair's all blowing in the water. And then the next fucking scene over is just a room that doesn't have water in it.
So, they fight on the bridge.
At the end of the bridge is fucking baby room.
So, one, Orm gets confidence because he doesn't get a gun. Dolph won't give him one, but he saves Dolph from the monster, the sea monster that should have prominently figured heavy into this plotline. That's just like, it gets one of its arms chopped off and it's like, oh no, and it's gone forever.
Yep.
And then they get up to the top, and Dolph Lundgren looks at Pat, and he's like, you know what, you're all right. And then he takes some guy's gun and gives it to him. But now that guy doesn't have a gun. A man without sea powers. Because I think that Orm would have been fine with the axe, because he's the former king of Atlantis, and he's pretty tough. Now some fucking schmo is like, I'm going to die.
Oh.
That's it. That guy has my gun now.
Guess all.
But they fight over through the bridge, and they get to the entrance, and then they shoot the door closed and only have to kill so many of the guys in rubber suits because the digital effects budget has run out and there's just dudes in rubber suits.
Yes, there is. They shoot the door closed, and that also keeps the entirety of the Pacific Ocean from this room. Is that my understanding too?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, no, the bridge is above the water.
The bridge is not above the water. The crustaceans are fighting on the bridge. They can't.
They climbed up there.
They're crustaceans.
There's some fighting. The crustaceans are down in the bottom, too. There's fighting everywhere. But the bridge is not in water.
Why is the bridge not in water? They're under the ice.
Well, the bridge was meant to go over water.
Yeah,
it's a bridge.
But, no, you can have underwater bridges. I'm sure Atlantis has got a bunch of them. They've got a
That's dumber than an underwater highway.
It is not. It's equally stupid. The balance of dumb is even on this one.
Okay.
Why is there a bridge going to an iceberg? That doesn't make any sense either.
Well, it used to be a palace.
Okay. I guess.
But it got frozen with blood magic.
All right. Well, in this room, man has got the baby. He's ready to go. He's going to sacrifice it, but then Aquaman shows up, and he's like, that's my son! And now we get a CGI trident fight, and it sucks pretty bad.
Yep.
Tridents are dumb, right? They're not cool.
I mean, they look cool.
I mean, they're totally useful.
They're useful? How?
Yeah, because a trident is better at fighting a sword than a spear.
Oh, because you can, like,
and it has the same reach as a spear, but the reason that tridents aren't widely adopted in any battle circumstances because of their relative difficulty to make and cost.
Okay. Yeah, I guess it could knock a sword away pretty good. But it doesn't stab a guy.
You can buckle it too. Like, it doesn't work any better than a spear as a stabby.
Yeah.
In fact, it's a little worse because it's going to be tougher to get out. But in terms of if you're fighting against somebody that has specifically other weapons, a trident will work a little bit better.
What about a net? How does a trident do against a net?
If you have a net and a trident, you are a tough customer. I've seen it. It's not good.
Seen it in action. What about a net finicello? What if you got one of those? Anything?
Hard pass.
Okay. So Seaman, he has to be saved by his wife. He's about to die, and she comes in and just octo blasts him, and then she's about to die from trident, and the bro saves her, and he grabs the trident.
But also, more than anything, he's like, "Take our son," and she's like, "Okay," and she just got out of the pan and into the fire because now she's got to make it through. This is like a fucking Heisman run with a baby. Later you're going to see her, and then she like not only is like doing football moves with the baby trying to get out of this thing, but she has to like get the doctor science guy to like keep up, like, hurry up, jackass, I'm going to save you too.
Right.
So she had the toughest run out of every, I feel like she's got the heaviest lift out of anybody here that's still kind of remaining in the climactic battle, is that she has to run a baby football out of this business.
Meanwhile, Patrick Wilson is possessed now by Cordax, spirit of Cordax. And so he starts like, I'm going to kill you, Aquaman. Aquaman's like, no, you're my bro. Remember that time where I stole your GoBots and I crushed them and you cried? And so, like, I had mom buy you Transformers instead. And you were like, that's amazing. I love you, bro. And then, like, when I was there, when you were in high school and you threw that touchdown, that game-winning touchdown, and I was like, yeah, and I held you up on my shoulders. You remember that? He's like, I hate you, Cordax. Get out of me. That's my bro. So they bro team up to defeat Cordax's spirit out of him. Yeah. Oh, and
he
then
throws the spear when what's his face lets it go, and then Cordax catches it, and you're like, oh shit, here comes the real battle. But then they're like,
no,
I'm afraid we don't have the budget for that. This movie's over. So they just throw another spear, and it goes through that one and kills him, and you're like, that's really fucking stupid. That sucks so bad.
This was our villain.
This guy?
This is what we were worried about this whole time. Oh my God. Jeez.
Yep.
What a fucking wanker.
One
of his hands broke off.
One of his hands broke. What the fuck happened to his hand?
He got chopped off by the king when when he fought his own brother in the original battle.
I don't remember this at all.
You can't chop a hand off with a trident. It's a stabby
well, apparently he could. He just chopped it right off with his trident. And that's why the other guy's trident is broken, because that was his trident hand. And it fell down, and his trident was a piece of shit, so it broke in two pieces.
Look, I'll be honest, my hand wasn't on there very good to begin with, so.
Yeah.
What the hell? That is so dumb. All right, the palace starts to collapse. And Manta, he's still there, and he's like, I'm gonna reach for the Holy Grail. Here, no, grab my hand, it's not worth it. And he's like, dude, eat a dick.
Yeah.
Let's go, and bonks himself on the way down. Like Darth Maul or something. So they catch a ride on a seahorse out of there. And the seahorse this time when it jumps out of the water goes, like a fucking horse. Like a land
just so
horse.
You know, that seahorse had a companion with it. He had the octopus guy, because the octopus guy had to reach out and grab the two brothers, the two Aquamen, with his tentacle arms, and then hold on to the seahorse.
Uh-huh. Yep. Okay. So they bro out on an iceberg. Hey, bro, you're my bro. That was really awesome, bro stuff you did. And I'll always be your bro. But you got to get out of here, dude. They're gonna fucking kill you. Go.
Yep.
Go chill. Something. Go to Argentina. I hear that's a good place to hang out for guys like you. You might find some company, if you know what I mean. So he bails. All right, see ya. I'm headed to Argentina. Breaking news. Atlantis is revealing itself to mankind, and they're going to work with our scientists. And that speech that Aquaman gave at the beginning of the movie. And then he, gets to shore in front of, the UN or something and gives the most bullshit fucking speech.
Oh, yeah.
It sucks so bad. I can't even do it. I can't even do it.
No, he's just like,
make it sucky enough.
Hey, yo, global warming's bad, but these guns are more bad. Hooah! And then he mic drops.
Fuck off, Aquaman. You just shot yourself in the dick. Forever be like, there's no way anybody watches this movie and at the end of it, he goes, oh yeah, I am Aquaman. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, grit, grit. And then high fives their bro. Sitting there, yeah, popcorn goes spray it all over because they're so fucking happy. Like they were when fucking Captain America caught the fucking hammer and said Avengers Assemble finally. That's what they thought was going to happen when he says, I am Aquaman. Fucking eat dicks. Eat them. Stuff your face with dicks. Go back for seconds.
This just in. Aquaman is Mega Chad.
God damn it. And then he goes, woohoo! Like a fucking dipshit. The end. Oh, yeah, except for the post-credit where Patrick Wilson's off in Argentina eating bugs. Yay, funny.
Cheeseburger. Funny. He gets a cheeseburger. Yummy.
Bug burger. Yeah, man. You picked a turd, Sam. This movie sucks.
It was so bad when I watched it. I was like, I haven't seen this yet. And it came on Netflix and I was like, because this has been behind paywalls for a while, or you had to rent it for longer than you probably should have. And then they squeezed every drop out of it. It was only on HBO for a while and they finally just let it go to other places. And I was like, okay, I will now watch it since it is free to me. And I'm like, this is so fucking terrible that we're doing it this week.
All right, questions. Who wants to go first? I'll go. Where are we at on Momoa now? Is he like Madonna? Is he like? No, I'm done.
No, not Madonna.
I'm pretty not interested in Momoa now. Because that Minecraft thing sucked real hard, and it was just him doing It was just him doing Aquaman, but in the setting of Minecraft with Jack Black, and then if this is what he's gonna do, are we done?
Something needs to happen. He's too dude bro right now.
I don't know.
Jackie?
He's really clinging on to the biker, dirty, hippie, weirdo guy. And I just don't like it. And maybe that's who he really is, and that's fine. But for me, I'm getting tired of it.
I'm getting tired of it.
Yeah, well, there needs to be some acting, not just doing your shit on front of a fucking camera.
Yeah, that's what people are getting. They're getting Jason Momoa, the person, on camera instead of like Khal Drago. Like, why can't he be a bad guy? Like, Drago's a bad guy in the grand scheme of Earth relations, but he's a pretty cool dude as far as the leader of the Dothraki. So he can do evil. He can do it. Give him a role. Make him, instead of a dude bro. How about no more dude bro? Let's just, no more dude bros. Can we do that? Can we just mandate no more dude bros? Period? Across the board? Is that possible?
I don't think that's possible to eradicate dude bro.
God damn it.
He needs to be a little dude bro.
He's more talented. And I just hate to see it because it goes back to our whole conversation about John Depp, right? Like, he just is Jack Sparrow and everything now, right? And it kind of seems like that's what's happening to Momoa. Is that he's just Aquaman, butthole Aquaman, with everything that he does.
Just loud, obnoxious dude bro. And that's not great. I mean, he was the villain in the Fast movie. He wasn't great as the villain. He needs to be like a villain. Like, that guy's bad. Like, in a serious thing. I don't know. All right, Sam, you got something? Jackie, got something?
Is Aquaman to you seem notably less strong and fast in this one?
He gets his ass kicked a lot.
He's not nearly in the first few instances of him in the DCEU, he can swim damn near as fast as Superman can fly.
Right.
There is no reason for him ever to ride on a seahorse or anything like. And the shark lady's like, why? Is it like you're just being lazy? But he doesn't swim near as fast as he swam in the other ones, I don't think.
No, and also, didn't he wasn't he, I don't know, like really tough? Like as tough as...
He was about on equal footing with Wonder Woman.
Yeah, he gets his ass kicked in this movie a couple times. He runs away from crickets. We didn't even talk about the giant crickets that they run away from. He runs away from crickets, which he probably could just beat up in the other movies.
Well, he did push he did punch one cricket right in the face.
Yeah, but they ran away from all the other ones. Like, oh shit, we gotta get out of here. Because so that they could bro. That's it.
Yeah.
Jackie, you got a question?
So my thought was at the end of this movie that they would reverse things back so that the blonde brother would become the king again. He would go dude broed off and leave his wife and child with the brother, and she would go back to him. That's what I was hoping for as an ending, but that didn't happen.
That's not a question. That's just a statement.
That's a weird one too.
Gonna try to reinforce that at all, or just gonna leave us with that?
Well, I'm just saying, like, she seems to just jump to whoever has got the power. So maybe she's tired of the royal lifestyle and watching her husband falling asleep on the throne and his crown falling off and everybody looking at him like, what a piece of shit. And she's embarrassed and she just wants to get the hell out of there.
He is an embarrassment. I mean, she's not wrong. Maybe she should stay with him because they're married. Maybe he's going through some stuff, but he is an embarrassment for sure. He fell asleep. It's like if, I don't know, if like our leader kept falling asleep during important meetings, it would be like that level of embarrassing. Like falling asleep during a UN thing or, meeting with the Joint Chiefs, fell asleep, like it would be embarrassing. Somebody's funeral, like a former president's funeral, and just fall asleep during that. That'd be embarrassing. That's what he's doing. Aquaman is Donald Trump. I'm putting it out there.
Wow.
They're both orange. They're both orange. I'm just saying. He's a shitty fucking king, dude. A shitty fucking king. Not good. I didn't even know that there was a council. Yeah, dumbass. God, Jesus. Did you read the manual before becoming king, or were you just like, king sounds awesome? Not. It's good to be the king, right? No, it's a pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was going to just be surfing. All right, I don't have any other questions.
How do the manta beams work?
The manta, the eyeball. I'm assuming it's like Scott Summers' glasses. It's the same fucking thing.
No, Scott Summers' glasses tone it down.
Well, you get my point.
Well, I know, but if it's a beam that works underwater and on land, what is it? Because if it was a heat ray, it would cause a lot of bubbles.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
If it was a laser, it'd get all squirrely because water and refraction. Like those things they're just dubious.
He's got lasers that shoot out of his eyeballs of his helmet.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. Then the sound weapon, the super zuper.
Mm-hmm.
It's why do the Atlanteans, they don't have they're like, oh my God, sound is so devastating underwater. This is the first time we've heard of it.
Even though their best friends have been shouting at them all the time. Like that's all they would hear in the ocean is from the whales all day long. That's all they'd hear down there.
Yeah.
And wait, the whales can shoot sonic things like Aquaman from their foreheads? We don't know about this super thing? No, they're idiots too. Like this should have been invention one. We have the super. Like, how are we going to kill all the people on land? We're going to shoot the super into their atmosphere and bounce it off their satellites. And while they're on their fucking stupid cell phones all the time, talking about how Aunt Janie's got a fucking problem in her underwear, the super's going to blast through their phones and go, it's going to liquefy their brains. That's how we're going to kill all the people in Iowa.
Was it just that the super, like they had that, they just didn't. It's like this, because you got to put something in there, like a CD. Like if they would have been playing Zappy, it would have been like, yeah. But it was Chumbawamba. And you're like, oh no.
Oh. Liquid brains. That would kill me, man. I can't listen to that song one more time. The doctor prescribed it. He said, man, you've reached your limit. One more time at Chumbawamba, and I'm afraid it's going to be your last.
Yeah.
You're going to thump yourself right into the grave, Buster. Doc, is there anything you can do for me? Yeah, don't listen to that piece of shit song.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay. I'm done. Jackie, you done?
That's my questions.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Final recommendations. I'm going to go first. Do not. In fact, do not under any circumstances watch this movie. This movie, even though it is not as technically bad as Morbius or Madam Web, I would say it's worse because I would say, you know what? Dude, you should see how bad Madam Web is. Like, it's real bad. This is just completely unremarkable in every sense of the word. Like, I can't even say why I hate it. But I hate this movie. And no, this is a complete do not for me. I wanted to fall asleep through the entire goddamn thing. I couldn't stand it. Jack.
I'm going to also give it a do not. It seemed really long whenever Amber Heard wasn't in it. It just seemed like Heard, whatever her name is. I don't know. It just felt really forced. The whole thing didn't make a whole lot of sense. It just felt like somebody took a shit and then shifted through it for the peanuts. So no.
Shifted through it for the peanuts.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You got a real weird sense of words there, Jackie. They only made one of you, didn't they? Sam!
I was never bored and do not regret watching it. It's super dumb. And I think a lot of people are going to watch it anyway, despite you saying not. So I'm going to say, yeah, go ahead. I'm going to be like, stop what you're doing and watch it. But just, fucking go ahead.
I can't.
It's schlock, but it's fine. It's so dumb, though. It's almost worth watching just to see the drop off of the other one, because it's like, oh, the other one was good and this one's so bad. It's like, no, the other one was barely palatable, but this is actually that much worse that it's still like a mile in between in quality. So.
Yeah, that is that. But goddamn, I found it tedious. Anyways, I already made my point. In 2 weeks, it will be Jackie's pick, and we will be thick in December. Jackie, do you already have your Christmas?
No, there were quite a few new ones on the old streaming services that I've been checking out over the last couple of days, but I have not picked one yet.
Okay, I hope you put some thought and some effort into it, because I don't want to just see one of those damn Hallmark movies unless it's got a hook like David Hasselhoff in it or something shit like that. If it's just two people in Vermont that fall in love again after being in high school and have not seen each other, I'm going to be pretty pissed off. We got to have some karate in it. Cynthia Rothrock should stop by if that's the case. Or,
Or like, she doesn't have a butt and that's what she gets for Christmas.
You finally got me what I wanted. My family loves me. God bless us, everyone.
Yep.
I have a butt. Yeah, I want to watch that one, Jackie. Go find that one.
I want a Brazilian butt lift for Christmas.
No, just a butt. She doesn't have a butt. Now she doesn't need a giant butt. She just needs any butt at all. Doesn't have a butt.
I haven't shit in 15 years since the butt accident.
God, get that woman a butt. Okay. All right. Have a great time, guys, and get to the shop.